Given to me!
Did that work?
What have you done with him?
I don't think there's anything I can do in here.
Oh, this is a dead end, so...
Great.
Please, make me see.
Oh, my bad. Let's go around it.
Are you sure?
Ooh. Yes. I'm actually not sure.
Not either.
Yeah, this looks right. We got events going on. This looks like a dead end, so I'm not gonna go that way. Oh, there's a page.
It's a page?
I think we're really close to it.
Oh, God. The incidents, and I cannot dismiss them as random chance. The park works, but something is interfering with its intended function. It's as though the very air in this place is corrupted the power within as I collect it. A few casualties here and there are acceptable, sure. But when employees go on stabbing rampages, it draws attention. I'd rather not have the boys in blue, either kind, investigating this place too closely. It's a shame about Steve. I rather liked him.
Boo. Hello? I heard that. This way, I guess. No, it came that way. So let's go in here.
It's hard to tell which ways you came from.
Oh, this is a house of horrors. It's spooky. Whoa. Watch out. Are you scared of some cardboard cutout? They took the spooky house or jump scare kind of approach. Where the jump scares are just cardboard cutouts. Fandango!
Went through a door you can't follow.
Or can
Maybe. Question mark.
Yep.
But you can.
Basement? Oh, great.
Oh, no.
Fandango.
Immediately more scared. Oh, it's such a tiny hallway.
I open this door, PT. It's like, oh shit. Now we're talking.
This game came before PT, but
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely
I
recognized
wanted
it.
to keep listening right now.
Where there had been color and
There's a
light,
notice
there
here.
were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum, did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
Wait, what's this?
disconnect notice. After multiple attempts to collect payment, we regret to inform you that your service has been disconnected and will be disconnected shortly. These do the following. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's a notice from the power company saying that he has not been paying. So they're going to shut it down. A book?
Shocking true story.
True story of the daughters. It's weird that they let you observe this.
Yeah, read that if you want, but... What's this? A Rubik's Cube? Okay.
It's just to look at. Can't even try and solve it.
Why would I want to? I'm not going to be able to do it anyway. You can even look at this.
The wilting.
It's kind of weird how the book's at an angle, but, you know, whatever. Kitchen. You can kind of just look at things. Examine the wrench.
Yeah, there's just stuff around for you to look at. It's really weird that
Where'd
they
my
let you
flashlight-
do that.
Where'd my flashlight go?
She doesn't feel she needs it.
TV. There. Oh, there is one.
Oh, Lorraine. I received your letter and I'm quite surprised you ran off with your father. all those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map, and then when I finally track you down, refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write to me asking for help. I have another family now and another life. Your father was a horrible man, and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back into my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, but I just can't do it. Maybe one day it'll be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I'm not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again, Karen. Oh, so that's Lorraine's mom saying that
Stepmom.
Yeah, that when she separated from Lorraine's father, that Lorraine apparently chose her dad over her and
started to become more like him.
Yeah. Oh.
Can't.
That's just a hallway.
This definitely signifies something. That's definitely a metaphor, let me tell you. Oh, they're the pills.
Those are the pills you took.
I can't speak anymore.
No. You're also going in circles.
Sure am.
Right. Callum.
Can't.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
So this is your house.
Apparently. I hate it here.
And as you go down, it's like
something happening.
Going down to the basement. It's a psychological thing. It's a metaphor. See how the place gets worse, but I have not noticed. Okay.
Ugh. Shopping list.
Zolift prescription.
Yeah, the prescription is in between everything. Remember, more pills.
And then get the tickets.
What the fuck?
What is this?
The door's just open now.
Oh. That means I don't even fight it anymore. It's beyond this door. What? Hanging babies. Okay.
They're dolls. They're not real babies, but still.
It's still the fact they're on the ceiling makes it weird.
The place is getting worse.
Yep. They're in the kitchen now. Oh. Examine the drawer. Can't read it. Can't go that way. Oh, now this door's open.
Ugh.
Oh, I turned completely around. I can't go anywhere. Oh,
Oh, the door opened.
was I just here?
Yeah.
I can't go there.
You can't actually go through it.
No. Let's go down.
Ugh.
This is effective. I will say.
Um,
This is actually getting really
I
good.
gotta say, I am beyond uncomfortable. Oh, that's actual people.
I don't know what's happening. It's raining. Oh.
The door's not open this time.
That's crazy. What floor is this?
I haven't been keeping track. I don't know.
House of Horrors, indeed.
You're in a completely different place now.
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. 2 children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. The child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
Guess what I can say.
I told him, I couldn't help myself. It was fast, the others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh, this boy from the academy. I put him on a slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, wearing in time to his grasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought in me by the machines is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab.
Show yourself!
Hello? Agile sparkles.
Leave me alone!
There's another book.
Hansel and Gretel.
What?
That bookshelf is just...
Oh, I thought it was moving up. It's like a
Oh, it's moving down.
It's an elevator. Oh!
Callum. Callum!
Don't tell me.
Callum.
Oh, he's laying on the slab.
Callum!
Cthulhu shirt. That's pretty cool. What? Fandango. Is that it?
Wait, what?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time.
They're being interrogated.
What the fuck?
Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Dreamlike state. And that's how it ends.
Oh my god. What? So,
There you go.
I think Lorraine lost Callum at that park. And so she just has nightmares of going to the park and searching for him.
And then, yeah, that's what you played. That's
And
what
so,
you played
yeah,
through.
you played through her nightmare of going to that park to find Callum.
Find him.
Yeah, it's probably just... I think it's because she was talking about, like, how when she was pregnant with Callum, like, his father died. And so she essentially had to learn to essentially be a parent by herself. And the thoughts that she had, like, when going through the game was, like, sometimes I guess sometimes she has thoughts where she doesn't want a child. And, like, she hates how other parents are, and she thinks that they're all just, like, fake. And they're just giving up their lives because they had children. And then Callum... Like, and then they go to Atlantic Park. And then Callum gets lost. And then she now has to deal with... She basically, like, blames herself for it because she was having all these terrible thoughts. And then he goes missing. And she thinks... And she just is like, it's my fault. Because of these things that happened. It's like the world gave you what you wanted. It's like a be careful what you wish for kind of scenario. Where she's just like, my life is terrible and now I have to devote it to somebody else. And she's like, it's almost like she wishes he wasn't around and now he's not around and she's even worse off. Or something like that. It's hard to really understand. It's hard to
it's kind of hard to explain. I mean, it all depends on it depends on the person, like how you interpret things. Because for me, it was like you're playing, like the whole game is that you play through what her nightmare was, and then as you're playing through it, she's describing how her life was up to this point.
Yeah, basically.
And then they tell you in broken bits, and then it's up to, and then it's like the kind of thing where you have to put everything together to make it make sense. To make how it makes sense to you, like how you see things.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, now that with Callum gone, this is a nightmare that she just relives over and over.
Because it turns out that, like you said, she's actually worse off without him around.
Yeah. And then say because like since she had Callum, she very much cares about him, but she always has these thoughts where she's just like, all these people are giving up their lives for their children and I don't want to be like that. And then one day they go to the park, which is Callum's favorite place where he always wanted to go, and he's gone.
And he disappears.
Yeah, and now she's like even worse off because she blames herself for what happened, which is why she has these nightmares of going to the park to find Callum. And she just has them all the time.
I mean, that explains the last note that we read. Where it's saying that it was probably while she was pregnant with Callum, one of her friends, since the husband died like 3 months in, then she was like, I guess with one of her friends who were living with them, and then it even said that she was turning more. It was her step parent, I think, where it's turning more, where Lorraine was turning more into her father, and the stepmother didn't want to be near her father. Then Lorraine turned into her father, so then she was abandoned, and so pretty much like everyone that she knew and trust like left, I guess, even before Callum was born. So she didn't even have anyone to turn to.
Yeah, that. I'm sure that played a part into her anxiety of asking others for help, because the people that she used to care about and trust all left her, and so she's afraid to get close to anybody, even if it's just to ask for help.
But the park.
Yeah, well, that's the game. It gives you things to think about, and I'm sure anyone who watches this will have their own interpretation. Like I said, I'm not very good at interpreting things, but that's just what I got from it. It was pretty brutal to listen to, honestly. There were some parts where I didn't like to have to actually like. It's things that you know. It's things that you know of are like thoughts that people can have that are bad, but it really sucks to hear it out loud. Yeah, and then the House of Horror scenes was incredibly uncomfortable.
But yeah, I didn't know what to expect coming in, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I actually liked it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
really
we went
good.
into this game completely blind. Aside from the fact that it's a basically a horror-themed walking sim, neither of us knew anything about this game. So, but yeah, I was surprised. It's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty short. It was only like a little over an hour, and the game was over. But
I mean, yeah, it even said in the store that that it said it's no more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I guess it all depends on if you want to actually like find all the stuff and maybe find all the notes. There might even be some we didn't see. But
I want to check something real quick. I want to check the trophies for this game. There's not even a platinum for it.
leave the park. Talk to
A
Chad.
conversation with Chad. Okay, so there's someone you can talk to.
That might, yeah, even then, that might not even be the only ending too. Because there might be more. There might be that could possibly be the worst ending.
Oh, it does have a continue game option.
We'll select it and see what happens.
Sure.
And if nothing, we'll just cut it off.
We'll see. If I pick continue game, let's see what happens. I wonder.
We're just back at the end scene.
Yeah.
Stories are told again and again, and from their
Yeah, we're just
shape
back
they
here.
build our
Yeah, I think
understanding of the
what you'd
world.
have to do is that there are parts where
Children are led into the woods.
Where this
you
ending part
can
would
where
probably
like you
change.
can do something different. Like I guess there's like a path that you can take where you end up just leaving. And I guess that there's also something that you can do where you will talk to. I wonder that guy at the beginning when he says that Callan ran off into the park, I wonder if you can
You can
actually
just
just stand there and talk to him. Or hold on, let's try something. New game. I want to try something real quick.
I just want to see if there's. I want to see if there's more endings, or if that's the only, or if that's
Hold
like.
on, I'm gonna try something real quick.
Let's see.
Oh, whoops. Because hold on, I was gonna say yeah. I was gonna say don't tell me anything because I want to see if I can figure this out because I might have an idea. But we're gonna try this again. Obviously, I'm not gonna play the whole game again, but this was interesting.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr.
Where's
Bear,
Mr.
Callum.
Bear?
Stay in the car. Go and ask information.
Yeah, you can't run. Not until the game tells you that you can.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees prepare the park to shut down.
Okay. So I go over here. Is that Chad?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine.
And that's the only other person you see, so I assume it is.
People lose things all
Yeah, he's the only
time.
other person you can talk to.
Take a deep breath. Think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
And talk to Chad. There's no way to talk to him from here.
Wait for mommy, Callum!
Come on, this way.
Wait for mommy,
They
Callum!
say to go through.
Oh, how about this? Ready? happens if I go to my car? Callum's not there. I can't get in the car. I was wondering if when it said leave the park, it meant like, oh hey.
Yeah, walk up the street. You'd be surrounded by mist. Yeah, so just keep walking.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Just,
I thought like after Cal went into the park, you would get back in your car and
just leave.
yeah.
You'll eventually,
Be stopped.
yeah, something like that.
What am I thinking? I can't leave.
And then just turn right around.
Oh, it just turns you around.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's the missed achievement. The other one, I don't know if you want to just do it or if you just want to say it and then cut it off.
Yeah, sure. Just to get the other trophy.
Yeah, okay. So pretty much during the boat ride, instead of looking at the walls to the right, look to the left. You'll see Chad the Chipmunk, and then when you talk to him.
Oh, okay.
That's why we missed it, because we were looking at the story.
Oh, alright. I don't know if we need to go that far into it.
All right.
I don't know how long it would take,
I was
but...
say we probably won't record it. We'll just throw it in at the end. But I think we'll just do it off. I think we'll just do it off camera, I guess.
Yeah.
But
alright.
yeah, the park. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. So on the attempt to scale, where do you think this game would place? Because
I know depending on how people are walking simulators, because I know people don't like games where you just walk and tell a story.
yeah,
Like do something.
it's definitely something that's not for everybody. But
I mean, if you don't mind it,
Yeah.
go ahead and get it.
I was gonna
I'd
say,
do it.
I think for that I would put this game at a 2, just because I know it's like a very it's short, because like you can beat it in like an hour and a half. You can beat the game, and then and yeah, it's a walking sim. So all you do is walk around and you read things, and I know a lot of people would find that boring, but I mean, if not, I think it's worth the experience. I mean, if you watch this whole playthrough, then I don't know if there's really anything different.
You
wouldn't
pretty much
need to play
experienced it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. But
Yeah. But yeah, no, just pleasantly surprised. It's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty easy to please, but you know,
I like it.
yeah. It actually had parts. It didn't have anything that would like jump out and scare you, which I liked.
Yeah, it's like it was really a psychological horror thing.
Yeah, it was definitely like
Park.
it made you uncomfortable, which is definitely a good way to go.
Which I feel like is preferred rather than I feel like if something makes you more uncomfortable than it is like, oh, jump scare this, jump scare that, and I feel like for me it's definitely a plus on that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the bats slow you down so you can't catch them.
Yeah, they stop you from running.
There we go.
I wonder how far he goes.
I can't.
I wonder if he eventually despawns.
I think he eventually reaches a point where he goes away and you can't see him anymore.
Callum!
Yeah, he despawned.
Yeah, by the time you reach this point, he's gone.
Okay. Yeah, it's a shoe.
I think
Alright,
this
let
belongs to
me cut that
Callum.
off.
Stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house.